Smooth as sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of repeat. Tested by the motion. Loving this devotion. Live it up, live it up, sweet emotion.
Hey guys, welcome to
Every time, every night, you and I on a roll.
I'm Kristen Ford, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm supposed to be at work right now, but luckily we're having issues, so I get a few minutes to talk about sewing, which I absolutely love, so I'm a little okay about that. Guys, I miss sewing. I do. I feel like I never have any time. Sometimes I don't get off till 7:30 at night. It's been even past that with the phone call. It could be till 8:30, and I'm just like, can I just have some needle and thread? I just miss sewing, but I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing about that. Anyway, so as y'all seen this weekend, this is my sewing station. It is, we are making it do. I am in the corner of the living room. Still got my handsome honey over there. Check him out. He's right there. This is all my sewing patterns. Guys, we have no room in this house. We are just packed in here like sardines, but hey, can't get any closer, right? Okay, so anyways, this weekend I didn't show you guys my face or anything. Me and Ella were kind of dabbling with some sewing and toys and all that good stuff. And I told you all that I was working on the Harmony blouse by Love Notions. So Love Notions had one of their biggest sales this year. I think they have a couple of them a year. And it's like 40% off all patterns. There was only one pattern that was not for sale, and that was because it was newly released. So I don't know if I've bought that one or not yet. But anyways, I had this entire shirt sewn besides doing the neckline and the hem. But unfortunately, and obviously the arm cycle, but unfortunately I've had to take it apart. I told you all about the darts, putting darts in your shirt, and you're going to put them, you can either put them from the side seam if your clothes has a side seam, or you can even put it from your arm cycle in, depending on where you want it. So when I put mine in, I must admit we had the Madonna 80s going on. So I have chose to go with this fabric because it's really silky, and I thought, okay, every time I make a new pattern, I'm going to use the hardest fabric possible. That way, when I use the fabric that's recommended for the pattern, it's going to be really easy. So anyways, let me show you all. One, I don't think I need the full bust adjustment. As you can tell, I like my clothes form-fitting. I probably don't have the figure for that, but I just don't like really baggy clothes unless I'm hanging out at the house. So down here was where my darts ended up. And I'm thinking, because I'm not the size 6, 7 I was when I met my husband, we probably need to add another digit to that. I obviously need the full bust adjustment, right? That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I made on this. So let's go ahead, and you can see this is where I had my dart. And yes, I hand-picked each one of these stitches out of here. I don't know if I'm crazy or if I just love it, but okay, so let's put our dart like this, because this is how it originally was. And a dart is supposed to end about 5/8, 3/8 from your apex. Your apex meaning the highest peak on female or male body, which is typically your center bust. Well, no, this is your center bust. You know what I mean. I won't say that word again and embarrass my children. But anyways, so here is my dart. And all of a sudden, I realized that if I would have added more darts, I had this huge protruding like this. No. Look at all that extra fabric. Obviously, I do not need the full bust adjustment. So that's what led me to spending my evening last night slowly unstitching every little piece of thread in here. And as you can see, look at this fabric. It just shreds. So as I'm unstitching and the fabric is shredding, I am losing some measurement in here. Right now it looks to just be like a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch, but slowly it will keep shredding. So I have to be very careful. So what I'm going to do is two things. One, I need to try to build myself not a mannequin, but a dress form. Something I can pin into. So that when I put this on there and change the size, I can then do a draping. So when it's on there, I can drape it and form it and go ahead and pin it exactly to my body. This way, it's too hard to pin. So you pin a little bit, you take it off, and you can hope that you can get it right. It's very hard for me, being a new sewist, to pin on my own body. Now, I can pin on another body, but I don't have a lot of bodies just laying around for me to pin on. So my body is the only body I have right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some chalk and I'm just going to mark. Hold on one second. Let me show you. If you don't have chalk, what you can use is soap. And soap is really good because it's going to wash away. And it leaves the marks like chalk. So once I get this on my body and I iron it out, I'll then go through and mark where I want my measurements. And then that way, whenever I take it off my body, I can see, okay, this is where one of my darts starts. This is where I need to match it up. And then I can fold the piece in half instead of trying to do both sides, do one side. So that's what I done last night. I simply unstitched all of it. Now I'm going to go back in, fix the dart on both sides, and then I will reattach my side seams. And I believe I'm even going to move the dart up a little bit, angled down instead of angled up. I think I like that feel a little better. And then I wanted to show you guys this side since I got this done. This is where at the back of my neck, on the back, we'll have this little opening, just a slight exposure with a little pin right there. Or excuse me, a little button. So that's what I'm working on. Another thing that I'm working on today that I'm going to go ahead and press out when I get off work is my little my little cousin's family's birthday shirts. So all the sizes came in, and he has a birthday coming up at the end of this, at the beginning of December. And so I need to get those shirts out. And then I want to show y'all one more thing, and I'll leave everybody alone because it's almost 10 minutes and I have to I promised myself only 10 minutes and I needed to get back in front of the computer. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so I've left that sitting too long, so it's curled up. Darn it. Okay, so these are some ribbons that I have purchased. If you've seen my logo, you know that my husband's niece actually drew the logo, the Honeybees logo, which is what I keep right here, right there. And so she is getting married on the 20th. And I probably have to work. I hope not. But I am making a ribbon for her ribbon ceremony. And so she has gone with these 3 colors. And I think they're absolutely beautiful. So this week I am finishing up there's 2 options. My first option, which is not my favorite, but might have to be what happens, is doing it in vinyl. So I chose these 2 colors. using the Cricut machine, put black on the purple, purple on the black, and putting their names with their wedding anniversary, things like that on there, so that they can do their ribbon tying ceremony. The other option, which I really love, is embroidery, because I know it's going to stay on there forever, and it just gives it to me, an elegant, beautiful look. But can you embroider ribbon? I'm not so sure. That's going to be a challenge, because as you can see, we have this fraying here, and if you know ribbon, it does the same. If I was to start ripping into this ribbon, you're going to see that we have this little fray. And so as the needle is penetrating this ribbon, it could cause some serious damage. So I'm going to be trying several different avenues to see which one I like the best and what looks the most fitting for her, because she's very special to me. She's, yeah, she's just, we're kindred spirits, kind of, and I feel like I can relate to her, and she can relate to me on many different avenues of life, and she made my logo, so I'm absolutely loving that. She had a very good connection with my husband, and I love her, so I hope I do a good job. I hope I do this justice. As for me, I need to get back in there. My 10 minutes is up. Guys, I've missed y'all. I miss sewing. I miss everything, but I'm at 11 minutes. Time's up. Don't forget.
Know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's bad. I'm taking control of